But we'll see what happens now as Maverick has been banned by Wind and Rain. Not a massive surprise really, as we did see Nathan really do well with Maverick on that last border game. And this map is also a great map to use Maverick on, as we do see Who Knows banning Glaz as well. Not a surprise really, Glaz is overpowered, Glaz is strong.
Yeah, last time it was Wind and Rain who banned out the Glaz every single time. But Wind and Rain has decided to ban out Maverick. Yes, maybe because Maverick is strong on a map like Villa, but is it to target ban a particular Nathan?
Could be, or it could just be because how strong Maverick is on this map. But my bet's with Nathan, honestly.
He was fragging out quite heavy.
He was really doing his part for the team.
And looking at the defenders, talking about that trifecta of death, in the first map in Bank, we seen Maestro being let through. Then on Border, we seen Echo being let through. And it would have been nice to see Mira being let through to complete that pattern. But no, it will be Maestro being able to be played. And Harris will pick him up straight away.
No surprises really, with the Echo being banned. Very strong on this map as well, just consider it is a defender-sided map. It takes a lot of time to get towards the bomb site and start pushing. So banning the Echo really will help on the attack, as Who Knows is starting on the attack as well, which you need to get the rounds on the attack. If you get 3 rounds on attack, you can win Villa very easily like that.
Yeah, you want to try and break even as much as you can. Yeah. Even if you do, I think the minimum is 2. If you can get 2, there's still hope. There's still a chance. If you're staring down the barrel of 5-1,
it's hard, very hard.
You know, you've played in those scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, we're a Villa team.
This is your map.
This is our map.
It's the only map you've won at.
I've got nothing to say back.
You've got nothing to say.
Not for that one, no. It's true. We're a Villa team, that's all we are, man.
No Villa for you the rest of the season.
Nah, it feels bad, man.
Well, no, because it's a correct decision from any Pro League team if they actually want to do well in the competition. I thought you should have known that. Every team wants to win.
So why didn't Mel ban it?
No answers.
Have to find out later, I guess. Either way, starting off in the statue trophy, I think it's the second favoured bomb site, but Avian is definitely the most favoured bomb site.
You say this, but going back to the match between, going back towards Vexed versus Wind and Rain, if I'm not mistaken, we actually seen Statuary take up 50% of the bomb site being played. Already. 25 and 25 being split between Aviator and Games and Kitchen. So actually, if the statistics don't lie, we're seeing Trophy be the more preferred.
Fair enough. I mean, that's in Prem. I mean, I'm not quite sure what it is in Pro League either, but I'm not surprised.
From what we have of our Villa match of Wind and Rain playing, Trophy and Statuary was the one that was favoured. I'm
not surprised. It is a good bomb site. All the bomb sites are really good, except for Living Room Library, being the least favoured map. Yeah, it's very easy to attack.
I took a look at that bomb site not too long ago. It was horrific. Really looking at it, there's nothing you can do.
It's very hard.
Already, entry frag coming in from Nathan, a G36C for a change.
And Prox dying early to Vex as well. Very nice shot there from Nathan getting out the early pick, getting the refrag onto him, so very important for these Villa attacks.
But still, Who Knows managed to get the first blood. So if the trend fits, then we should see Who Knows just snowball
Actually, Wind and Rain got the first pick.
Did they? I thought it was Nathan got it.
No, Nathan refragged.
Did he?
Yeah. So Wind and Rain.
We should see Wind and Rain win.
Yes. Okay. Either way, it's a very defender-sided map, so we should always expect Wind and Rain to win these rounds. Yeah. But as we said earlier, a very defender-sided map. If you get 3-3 on attack, you've won the half. It's straight up with Villa. That's how extensive it really is.
Talking about that, Harris, aggressive Nathan. Quite surprised he would challenge that angle. There's a lot of numerous pixel peaks you can hold onto that doorway. Quite aggressive and risky one, and well punish by Harris. And here comes the complete push in from Who Knows. They're in the bomb site. The smoke grenades will come in, but here comes the flank from Tyrant. Doesn't even see the diffuser. He tries to shoot his own teammate in the back, and a complete bloodbath as Harris and Blackout will clean up. Tyrant, bud, cutting it close. Do you need my glasses? Does he need my glasses, maybe?
I don't know. I mean, he can't see really, can he?
No.
Very good retake, though, from Wind and Rain there. Although it was a very aggressive push from Who Knows, though. I don't know why they got so aggressive there when they've got the smoke grenades to deny 2 lines of sight and they could just hold the other ones and have one guy holding the flank. But there was no drone either. Like, they could have put a drone in Bathroom to help with their flank, because Tyrant just being able to walk into Bathroom for free, into Statue, really did help. Despite that he not getting any kills, it really helped with, I believe it was Blackout playing the smoke, being able to get in and get the extra frags on the planter and the guy holding the planter too.
The main thing about them just going all in, basically showing their entire hand, is that you leave the flank so wide. And for a map like Villa, there's a lot of flank rotations. There's 3 staircases.
Yep.
There's multiple avenues you can rotate in from.
And there's a lot of rooms.
Big misstep. It's a big map. Big map. Similar to what we've seen on Bank. Looking at Bank, who knows held their angles. You know, we've seen Nathan challenge off 2 roamers in 1 round.
Yeah.
Why can't we see the same?
I'm not quite sure really. I think it's just because you've got so many angles to peek when you're pushing, say for example, long. Like you've got to look down the hallway, and then if you peek bar, you've got the pool, the vault, behind the bar, and like to the side of the bar as well, which is so many angles you've got to hold whilst pushing. That it's very hard for an attacker to actually push. Although I do think Who Knows actually didn't do the attack properly. Like, they got everything they needed. They got up to red stairs, and then they all rotated master bed. That's not really what you should do. You should really need 2 people by top red stairs and 1 guy go master by himself, so you can cut off the rotations. You make the holes open with the Hibana, you watch down the line of sight, you smoke off an area. If you run in and plant in the smoke or anywhere randomly in the room, well, it leaves the other guy to also hold the other flank, so he can't get pushed. It's no way for him to push it.
So we move into our next round, and it will be that first AVG. So we go in, and looking at the setup, they have decided to shotgun out the entire top of that L quad wall. That may be for a potential smoke, or it could be an option for Tyrant to try and go for the impact trick, which is also a very viable tactic. For the first time, actually, an interesting fact is that we're seeing Hibana being brought, as she was banned the other times that we've seen both of these teams square off, in Bank and also inside of Border. Already, and hole will be opened up. 2 minutes to go. Well, already Who Knows have got something to work with.
Very weird there. Blackout has got the impact of smoke to do the impact rate. I know the hole might have been a bit too low to get the Hibana chance, but at least try, you know? Don't just waste your impacts and just sit there doing nothing. You're sitting there on the cam watching it being open. I mean, you could probably get half the pellets if you impacted that, but he didn't try. It's very strange considering he took the impacts. But Tyrant got a very nice kill there onto the Thatcher, a big pick there. Despite leaving the Legion up as well, giving him the goo mines for the later round, which Thatcher can't take out anymore. And there's no IQ to support that, so it's going to be very, very strong for the defense side right here. But we do see Who Knows pushing up into long and taking 90 control, which is very strong right now. They need to rotate the Hibana to open up the vault, as they're just going to use the Jackal to find people on sight or any roamers.
Speed's also lurking from below, has a Nitro Cell, and you've talked about Villa. A lot of destructibility as well on this map. But however, Wind and Rain, they have just cleaned up everything. And well, Speed just feel a bit sad he couldn't find at least one of those, as Prox will be the last man standing. Well, how do you want to die? Would you rather wait out the round or try and challenge in through the doorway? Maybe try and challenge against Speeds. Either way, my friend, I don't think that this will go any other way except for a Wind and Rain defense, and that will be how it ends, as Wind and Rain take their second defense, and my, oh my, are we going to see a gigantic snowball for Wind and Rain.
Very well played there from Wind and Rain there. Very defender side of the map, as we said, but really shutting down Who Knows as they try and get control. But it was very unfortunate as well, because they didn't rotate the Hibana to anywhere that actually could be useful. Like, they opened up that one hole behind the bar, which denies the whole long control. And then they could rotate a guy to vault, which denies even more control for the side, which really would put an impact on their attack, but they're just not doing that. Maybe bringing the Firm out would help as well, but normally if you had a Maverick, it wouldn't really matter, because you could just open up that wall and leave the Hibana to their own thing, and then it leaves you more options for sight.
So we will head to the dining room and kitchen. Like you pointed out, we're not expecting that living room, that library, to be chosen up as a bomb site, because there is just glaring weaknesses with that particular bomb site. But kitchen certainly is one that can be defended quite well. You have good adaptation in terms of retake potential. We don't see kitchen being pressured all too often, because there is a lot of bottlenecks, a lot of choke points. More than likely, we're going to see the push come in through laundry and then try and open up the wall on Platinum A. This is where we see an operator like Montagna be very dominant.
Yeah.
He just walks in, you can't kill him, he gains so much intel. Also has smokes to try and combo with the plant. But then at the same time, defenders, they have a lot of free range in terms of their roam game. They can roam upstairs. There's a heck load of destructibility on the top floor that maybe you could play off from. if the attackers just want to solo win through Laundry. But at the same time, if we manage to see Prox get himself inside a bedroom, he can go crazy like it's Christmas Day.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got all that destructibility, like you said, and the Valcam to support them inside the master bed. Very strange castles, though, coming out from, who is that? Sorry, Harris, on the secret stairs. They don't just have full secret control, which is quite unusual because that's such a strong point in the defense that if you just let them have it, they could rush. They just fear it, let them run in, and that's kitchen control, really. But as we said, library not really being the preferred site, they're going to go to kitchen. But it looks like they've got a very light setup upstairs. I can't really see anyone but Tyrant. Oh no, Speed's up there too, I'm blind. Either way, Ghost is already in bathroom, and he's going to challenge Tyrant, as Tyrant's going to go for the peek, and loses the fight there. Very unusual there, because he did get Goomined. But...
He's done a bit of damage. Sure, he got killed, but he's done something, and Speed's can still try and apply some pressure. Vex with a kill onto Asen. That will get them back into it. Certainly Speeds, even though the upstairs control has been gifted to who knows, we can see Prox come in, and even Sophia with the breaching charges, we can still imagine that we're going to see Speeds try and get a Nitrocell kill. You know, there's still potential there for him, but he may be looking to hunt that Ashe that did catch his teammate. Vex tried to rotate down, but no, we still have that lone Ashe roaming around with that G36C, and who will try and challenge and possibly be his next victim. Castle located inside a tarps, and he will just be waiting for anything he can, and Speed's going for the long rotate right down in towards that basement, an area that never sees play except for the odd rotation from our roamer.
Speeds does really need to get back to site, or he does need to go for these aggressive picks and help his team out. It's a 2v4 on the site, or it could be a, you know, a 1v4 upstairs, and he could get them aggressive little peeks, as we do see that Zafira is on low HP and Ashe is on 50 HP as well. But he's going to go for the secret stairs and just get on cams. But he hasn't got a C4 to use anymore, so he's kind of useless on site. So he's just got to hold on them off angles to push. Either way, he's just died to Sledge of Prox on the window, and they've taken secret control, which is going to deny the kitchen control from Blackout, as Harris is going up the stairs of Red, flanking, and there's no drones. Oh, there is a drone, but no one's on it, allowing big flank potential right now, as there's no Claymore either, no way to tell if he's pushing up because Nomad isn't available yet.
This is potentially winnable. You know, we've seen Smoke pull out a 2K out of thin air, and if Harris does his job, however, he has decided to rotate all the way down to the bottom floor, and the diffuser will be planted. Blackout will try and challenge with the SMG-11, but above Nathan will be located. Actually, he managed to find a long angle all the way from Laundry, and it will be stuck to the castle. Finds one kill for his troubles, but really an impactless frag at it as long as there is somebody upstairs holding above. Well, Harris has no chance at going for a defuse. Rotates in, or even the wall's going to be open that he can try and challenge in towards Laundry, as Flashes and Sophia grenades get sent in, as he does try and peek on in. And hey, look, another lying down prone Habana this time, and no thumbs will lose that bomb site. Tries to stick to defuse, but I'm sure the calls will be made. An easy tap for Nathan, and Harris falls, and well, who knows, finally get themselves on the board.
Very well played from Who Knows there, taking what they needed and not overextending. As we did see as well, they got the first pick, and ultimately that won them the round again.
It's so weird, because we never see this.
No, it's crazy how often this is happening and how easy it is to predict now.
And still no clutches. Still, everything has been a landslide victory for whoever had the first blood.
Definitely, and it's just not normal in Siege, really. Like, there's no mistakes coming out of the first killed attacks.
Is this now the beginning of some new kind of play style that I don't know if it's just some kind of mind games?
Maybe in Prem. I don't know about anywhere else because I've not really seen it, but we're definitely seeing world-structured defenses or attacks depending on who dies first. As we see, no one's really overextending once they got the pick.
Neither team has thrown around, which is massive to say.
Yeah.
If you think about nearly every single match we see in Pro League, at least there's been one clutch. Yeah. At least there's been one time where the defense has either lost just by over-peaking, or maybe the attackers has pulled out, you know, they've just kind of not held their angles right. They've tried to chase a frag on the last defender. This hasn't happened. No, which I think, for a Premiership squad, shows world-class qualities.
Shows discipline as well. despite there not being against any high-tier teams maybe in this match, they're not overextending because they know their boundaries, they know what to do.
And these principles will follow them through their career as well.
Exactly.
Which you have to remember.
Very good to see in Prem.
Even if one of these teams come up against you, they'll probably still play the same.
Yeah.
Which, again, let's say, for example, you're playing against any of this playstyle, and you know for a fact that if you're stuck in a 1 versus 4, the defense or the attack will always be ready and you will have no chance. Does that kind of give you like that mentality factor where, what's the point? I'm not going to win it.
Yeah, it definitely is mind-boggling as you do like sit there and go, what can I do? What can I do? They've already set up, they're already not peeking, they're already just doing as they do. And it's very good to see this because Challenger League teams or Pro League teams might see this and they might get a trial at least, you know, that's a very big step up.
I cast at Challenge League on Monday. I've seen a lot of thrown rounds.
Exactly.
A lot of discipline factor which comes into it. And it's really impressive for both these teams. You have to give credit to them.
Props to them.
So we head into our statuary room once again, and certainly this is looking to be the favourite bomb site for Wind and Rain. This time Tyrant will try and go for the bandit trick. He's been switched off of that Legion. This is a good play. They know that Maverick isn't going to be here. They're not bringing Thermite. They're limited. And this bandit trick will be great at stopping. Sure, the wall has been opened up, but he got one set of charges either way.
Yeah, good stop a line of sight. We're not quite sure, but it was very well played there from Ghost because he used his Sophia charge to make sure that he couldn't open the wall, which is very strong because it just allows you to open the wall for free pretty much once you got them bandit charges off. But Proxys is below and he gets a free nade kill in Astro, a very big pick as this is smoke dead on a very defender-sided map. And Nathan just falling apart.
Just another complete landslide of kills. It's still so weird to talk about a flawless round for Who Knows just like that.
It's amazing. As
we head into round number 5, as it has been squared up 2 rounds apiece, that trophy hasn't worked for Wind and Rain the way they wanted to. I don't even know what we can say Wind and Rain did bad. It was just Who Knows just walked in, got kills.
Just outplaying.
So weird.
Like you've got Nathan on the flank there alone, and then you've got Prox below, nading them, scaring them, and I'm not quite sure where the other kill came from. I'm not quite sure. Did you see where that one came from?
I think they just pushed in and just got the kills. I think they just walked in through main door. There was no Legion this time around. They just gave him free rotates.
It's just insane to see, really, how predictable and, like we said, Wind and Rain died first.
Another big thing as well is that the intel gathering has been excellent for both sides.
Definitely, yeah. The drone economy has been amazing.
The way that they're getting procs below and being able to coordinate those frag grenades kills, that's not an easy thing to do sometimes. No. We've seen teams struggle, like talking about, I believe, G2 versus the stream, coming back to last night. They had, I believe it was Jonas inside of Astronomy. He was playing behind the table.
Yeah.
They tried to combo a drone along with a Jackal shotgun from below. Jackal shotgun, but couldn't find the Maestro in that scenario. Yeah. You would have thought that was easy, but no, it wasn't coordinated, and they literally just said, sack that, and Aces walked in and got the kills. But that scenario worked to charm. That's what you need, is to not put yourself at a risk. That was a big risk for Aces going for that.
But he knows he can win the fight because he's got confidence.
Yes,
he's a very good frag.
He has a USB. Yes, he has a USB. We know that.
Yeah. All the USBs in the world, especially at Valencia.
He admits it, you know, he admits it.
Exactly, he's already admitted.
His Twitch emo is a USB.
Exactly, and TeamViewer.
Unbelievable. But hey, what can you do?
Disrespect.
You can beat him. That's what you can try and do.
I can.
That's a big ask, though. Big ask.
Yeah, well, it's doable. Done it before.
We'll see. We'll see. Try and win Prem first. How about that? That's just baby steps.
I've done that already.
Baby steps. Wow, ego. Unbelievable.
I'm waiting for you to cast Pro League still, though.
Stop. Don't stop. So let's move into our next defense as we go right into our AVG. Last time Wind and Rain, they had their defense, as they did win it quite comfortably. It was great rotates, and again, another decisive victory that we've seen. So we move into round number 5, and this is where I think that Wind and Rain really need to pull ahead, because if we see it goes into a 3 versus 3, like you stated, then we're really favouring Who Knows in the second half.
I mean, if Who Knows wins this next attack, then they've won the attack. They can lose the next defense, and they've put themselves in a massive advantage right now, as they can just, you know, relax, and they can just win 4 defenses in the row because this is such a defender-sided map. Either way, the long wall getting open. This is quite an odd wall normally. People don't really expect this, but Smoke's been injured on site. That's a big pick, especially early on a defender-sided map like Villa. But they've got a massive holder. They're not utilising that. Prox.
Oh!
Massive double nade right there onto Smoke and Valkyrie.
How is he doing it? And another kill for Prox as well. Vex refrags,
Refrag after refrag.
However, the duo ship will come in too big. Harris does find Ace, but stuck inside of a 1 versus 3 as Prox another nade kill. He's on for the Ace. All he has to do is try and find Harris in this scenario, and he will find it. Prox, an Ace from him, massive from the esl.im player, as he sends his team into a surging lead as they take the advantage. 3 rounds to 2.
I think that's his, what, 3 kills now from below with grenades?
3 nade kills from
3
that.
nades, it's insane. I mean, you don't see that really often anymore.
I didn't know BC played Prem, did you?
I didn't know either till today. I mean, what's he doing in the UK?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Why does this always come back to it? It reminds me of the Abbott and Costello, Who's On First. You ever seen that?
I don't think so.
Well, it's way back, you know, black and white comedy duo, Abbott and Costello, and they did this whole routine. Honestly, if you guys haven't seen Abbott and Costello, Who's On First, I would highly recommend you watch it.
Is it like one of your videos?
No, it's not one of my videos, but I would recommend Abbott and Costello, Who's On First, because it is one of the funniest things you'll see.
Alright, send me a link later. Either way, they're back to statue and trophy. They didn't win this last time. They got pretty dominated on this side, actually. Was it a perfect round again? I believe so.
Yeah, it was a flawless, yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, they're not really doing anything else to really counter the Prox from below with the grenades. It looks like they've got a castle now, though, with the pulse. So they could be playing below with the castle and the pulse. You know, 2 very dominant ops to roam with. You know, you've got castle with the castle barricades and impact grenades. And pulse has got a very good gadget info up and C4 as well, which could really help on the defense below. But we'll have to see how this round goes. As who knows, has already got 3 rounds on attack. Looking very dominant so far.
So you look at the setup. This is completely different than what we've seen from Wind and Rain before. They have decided to try and hold bathroom, an extension we don't really see too often, simply because
it's very strange.
It just takes 1 nade to kill you.
Yeah, it's very easy to clear out bathroom. You take master control.
Yeah.
And master closet control.
You have that window as well.
Exactly. There's limited space in bathroom you can play, especially with the Hibana open. You just put it on that wall and he can't move now. So I don't know why they're trying to hold bathroom. If anything, you need to commit. You need to go straight into the master bed. As we can see, Nathan QB spamming on the floor as well. I'm waiting for some C spam next.
Oh, unlucky Prox.
Either way,
just misses the drone.
He's solo pushing again from the other side alone. That's what he loves to do. He's the lone wolf.
I'd imagine he's going to try and toss a nade in, possibly try and go for a bunch shot.
Here we go, another nade.
But he is inside the bathroom, so it's going to be awkward.
Yeah, it'll be a lot harder, but it's definitely doable. As long as he utilizes it, drones him out properly, and he makes sure he knows he's there, but he didn't know, as he's now got no nades, and Castle is still in the bathroom. And no one's actually pushing it. There's no holes in the master closet wall, so they can't deny him. And he's still in there, but they don't know exactly where he is. And now they're panicking because, no, the speeds just peaks out randomly. But Wind and Rain get the first pick, as Ghost is injured too, and now gets injured as well and dead from a C4 below from Tyrant. But Nathan gets the refrag as the lone wolf on the other side of the map.
Yep.
Gets the smoke, a very dominant pick to get against the smoke, obviously, with utility. Yep. And Pulse is still downstairs. I believe so.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Fums, because simply because those Skyroses didn't work, it means he has to also use his third set, whereas he could have used that for a possible head hole that he could have then had another option for his peak. Yeah. So that's unfortunate he has to use that, but nonetheless, he still has a way into the bomb site. Nathan's still playing over in towards that Aviator as a lone wolf, as we like to refer to him, and he may be coming up against Tyrant very shortly. I wonder if Tyrant still has a C4, because that may be big to try and deny it. No
C4 from Tyrant.
Trying to peek around. I think he heard Tyrant go for the rotate, but will he be ready for the engagement? He thinks he's over at the pillar, but no, he is not. He's right beside him. Tyrant just holding strong. Doesn't want to give his position away. He knows the time will start to tick on down. And of course, this 1v1 could be the pinnacle of whoever wins this particular round. Thumbs will try and come in for the plant, as Tyrant will swing on around. Nathan not ready for the challenge, as Pulse will pick up another master from Tyrant. Will he get the third? Looks away at the wrong time. Ace puts out the pistol. Cannot approach, as that Claymore will be stopping him. As Ace stuck inside of a 1 versus 3. Very low HP. Who will find the remaining kill? Trying to challenge in towards that Maestro. The LMG will spray, and also so will L8. But of course, you can see Pulse holding the angle strong. Will he find the last one? Yes, he will. Tyrant. 3K from him. Woogie. Woogie, I believe is that
Woogie,
how we're going to start. No, you have to do it as if you're chanting.
I'm thinking of that meme.
That's what it has to be.
Oh, well, I got that wrong now, Phil.
No,
either way,
you have to get it right, you know?
He played very well there. If he didn't get that Ash kill, I think who knows would have won that round, as they need to push that eventually.
Yeah.
That was very well played from Tyrant, getting the picks that he needed to, and really winning them that round. But either way, who knows, has still got 3 rounds on attack.
Yeah.
Very good start.
This is what I'd imagine Who Knows wanted. Just bring up the scoreboard again just so we can look at it. Wow, what a shift from Nathan Prox. What a shift. Massive.
Definitely. I mean, we've still got 2 people with no kills on Who Knows, with no thumbs and ace on 0-5-0-4. And then Ghost is at the bottom as well with 2 kills. So Prox and who's the other one? Sorry? Tyrant. Really stepping up.
Yeah, Tyrant, I think, still showing how consistent he can be in this roster.
Yeah.
But really, Prox and Nathan has been the only 2 players we have seen just stand so far out compared to everybody else. You have to say, it's been a 2-man carry.
Yeah, so far they've put the time in, they've put the effort in. You know, they've got their kills.
They want the win.
They want the win. They want to go land. They want to play me.
Don't know about that. They want to play Plebma. That's who they want to play.
I want to play Plebma too, honestly.
Too bad you're in a team with them.
Can I go on Who Knows?
I don't think we allow any roster changes, I'm sorry to say. Oh. Unfortunate for you.
Either way, I still get to play with Plebma.
That's true.
Get to sit next to him as well.
Nice.
Give him a fist bump. Give me a fist bump.
No, you're not getting a fist bump. No way. He.
Right.
By the way, chat. He actually did hold out his fist to me to go for a fist bump.
Prove it.
So it's like, yeah, not impressed at all. What do you think this is? You think we've just won a round and you've just, you know, went for the fist pump? No.
Yeah.
You think because you cast around good, you get a wee fist pump for it?
No, I just
not
haven't been
how it
landing
works
a long
in the
time.
casting biz.
Oh, okay. Either way, Avian bomb site. First defense round for Who Knows, and it's 2 minutes in already, and they've not really taken that much. They've only got up to statue right now, as they've still got roamers on the other side. It looks like on the main stairs. It looks like more of a turtle hold, really, as they've got one on the main stairs. They've got Ace actually inside of Memo, not being droned out or spotted. He could go for a flank soon. Obviously not too soon, otherwise he'll get picked out early. But either way, it's quite easy. He's got an impact grenade still for the Claymore. He's got 2 good guns. I don't know why he isn't running the SMG-12 personally, but you know, Vigil is a great roaming up.
Another thing as well, Harris is an IQ. Technically, she is a counter to a Vigil. We don't see it used too often, simply because Vigil can turn it on and turn it off again, and you can't really pinpoint a Vigil, because again, he can just simply turn it off. Prox, stop! His explosive kills. This is why you don't bank.
How is he allowed to do this all the time? Like he did it with Sledge, and he did it with Valkyrie and Bank, now he's doing it with Valkyrie on Villa. And, you know, he got 2 big fraggers for them. He got Tyrant and Vex, who Tyrant has been stepping up as well. Yeah. And Vex from last game doing very well too. I mean, this is looking very bad for Wind and Rain so far.
You never know, 2 quick kills could always pull it back, but the way that the trend has been following out for this entire Prem series has been if you get first blood, you win the round, and certainly they've done that, and well, here comes the landslide of rubble that will start to crush and squeeze out every last bit of energy onto Wind and Rain as Blackout in such low HP. Harris, what can he do as he's an IQ? Can't really do much in this scenario he's in, as he will fall. Blackout, 2 HP in a dream. Ace looking for his final kill, and yet again, another flawless round for Who Knows. I can't get over this. I can't. It's
pretty insane. Either way, though, Ace really did do a good job there flanking. No drones to really call out the flank, and he got 2 kills from it, which really helped out the round. Although Prox's big C4 kills, again...
That was it. That was the decider.
That was the decider, ultimately, yeah, but...
It seems to be whenever Wind and Rain lose Tyrant, you can see that they just lack the energy that they need to push themselves into the bomb site.
Yeah.
That's the big thing for me looking at it.
Like I said, I think they're just scared. They're just scared to do stuff. I don't know why they're so scared. I mean, they need to step up. They need to start getting these balls and push it into the site, because if they're going to keep doing this on Villa, it's not going to work, because Villa is not a map that helps out with that, especially being a defender-sided map.
Maybe Wind and Rain are lacking a bit of the drone work. You know,
maybe. I've not really seen a lot of drones from them.
You're letting Prox get away, roaming below.
Yeah.
You would have expected a pre-placed drone from below just to kind of watch the staircases.
Yeah.
That's kind of what
nothing on Astro as well either. Like, Ace has just walked up. I know he's Vigil, but if you're on the camera, you know he's there. Massive Vigil feed pops up, and you should be able to see him. Like, even though you can't see him, you know he's there. And they're not on the drones, or they haven't got drones to do that. It really seems like they're losing drones early, and they're not able to benefit from having these drones taken out early. I really wish there was something for the spectator so you can see if the drones are dead.
Yeah, just a little counter just to see. Yeah. You know, you could have, you know, a little drone symbol and then like X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Exactly. It would be so helpful because then it allows a bigger insight on how to the drone economy from each attack is and how much it impacts the round.
Because you think about it, I've seen teams lose all 5 drones in the prep phase.
Yeah.
That's horrific.
Yeah, it's
really
very scary. Especially when you look on the defense where you have Legion, Maestro, Echo, Mira, Pulse, you know, all these info ups that you can only ban one of them. Whereas attack, you have 10 drones, and they're very easy to see if you just use your eyes, you know?
And there's also a part of me that believes whenever a defense knows that they've just destroyed 5 drones, their roamers can just play with no fear at all. Because sure, you get droned out once, you shoot it, and that's it.
You just sit in a corner and they can't know. If you just don't move.
They know where you're at, but they don't have, you know, someone pushing and droning because they don't have the drone economy.
Exactly. Drone economy in this game is so important, especially now that it's the only way you can really get info on attack.
Yeah.
I know you've got Dokkaebi, Jackal and stuff, but it's not direct info like
Lions
Pulse.
changed as well.
Lions getting changed as well. And, you know, with Mozzie coming out in 3 months' time, for Pro League challenging ESL,
trying to get hacked your drones as well.
That's 3 drones you could lose, you know? 3 drones.
And a Twitch drone at that.
That the defenders get as well. That's the bigger impact.
That's basically 3 Valkyrie cameras.
Exactly, but better.
And you don't even know if that's your drone or if it's
it's hard to tell.
Exactly. So Tyrant will be coming from below as an Ashe, but he will start to get lit up by Prox playing aggressive as that Valkyrie. As Ace will begin his approach on the Vigil, I'm imagining he's going to try and go all the way down and maybe try and rotate up red stairs could be the option, or he might just try and take the fight just straight on through the mid floor. I'll have to see how a Vigil does approach this. He knows the area that Ashe is going to be in, and is Tyrant going to be ready for it as Ace will start to swim on in.
So far, Ace has been really good on the roam. Obviously, it's only been 1 round, but he's doing so good, so far so good, but they have taken out Prox. This big roamer as Valkyrie below, as they've dedicated 1, 2, 3 players below, I believe now. No, 2 players below, potentially a drone as well, but either way, they're dedicating now. They're taking out the players below. They're taking out the important people they need to take out. As Wind and Rain are just taking over site so fast, and it's a 2v4 already, and there's only 1 defender on site as Ace is going in for the flank from Astro, but it doesn't matter now. They've got site control, and there's only 2 places they need to watch right now. Red Stairs and Astro, and it's already covered by Tyrant and Speeds, but no one's covering Astro.
They still have smoke canisters as well, just to make sure that Ace cannot have that free momentum to try and go for these peaks. Trying to find a sliver will tag up Harris, but he will also receive some shots from it. So many angles being held, and once again, Leon, the phenomenon that is the First Blood shows up once again. I can't. I'm about to lose it in a minute. This is unbelievable. I have never seen, in my history of Siege, anything like this series.
This is something different for sure, and it's very interesting.
There's not been a single clutch in an entire best-of-3 series.
1.
Has there been 1 clutch? Well,
1v2.
It was a 1v. It's not
still a clutch.
Massive.
It's still a clutch.
Okay, big deal.
It is a big deal.
But it's not. It's really weird.
It is weird. It's not normal to see this amount, to see so little mistakes, as you could say. But the biggest mistakes are obviously the early picks at the moment, because whoever gets these early picks are winning the rounds. So if you just don't get picked, you win. You just got to play together on defense. You need to play the crossfires. You need to play together. Make sure you can get refrags, you know?
Still go either way. We're neck and neck at the moment. I'm just looking at the chat. Seems very even.
Yeah,
so what does it literally seems very even. I think that the Twitch community at the moment is split in 2.
Can't really tell. Can we get a poll on that?
I think it's too late for a poll at this stage.
A straw poll, maybe?
Straw poll? I don't know. That's really close.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. Who knows?
I don't know.
Just back to it again.
Either way.
Quite the quirk we have.
they're back at Trophy Statue, even though they just lost it pretty convincingly. I don't see why they're not trying out a different bomb site like Kitchen, which is Kitchen's a great site, but people seem to, I wouldn't say neglect, but they underappreciate it, I think.
Well, looking at the Kitchen defense, we've only seen one of those so far, and it was a Who Knows attack where Wind and Rain did lose. And looking at Trophy, it has been picked. This is the 5th time being picked.
Yeah.
So it has 5, and then Kitchen being picked once, and then we also have AVG being picked 3 times.
Yeah, it's pretty bizarre, I'd say, how much statues being picked, considering there's so many picks as well. That means they might be losing quite a lot as well.
I'm certainly sure that we're probably going to see over the 50% mark of seeing a trophy and statuary being picked. Which, again, like you noticed, you said AVG was the favourite. Well, from your understanding anyway, but certainly inside the Premiership, trophy statuary is where all the action is. Yeah,
it's very surprising, honestly. I mean, Avian and Games Room is a very favoured site. It's very defender site, or every bomb site is, but, you know, it's just a comfort one. You know, everyone likes it. Everyone prefers to play there, but not inside a Prem. It's a different story.
And that just shows the different sub-regions and what playstyle they have in unique ways.
The UK scene.
UK scene, who would have thought it? Not just the EU scene, we have the UK scene. We're going even deeper.
We're bringing it alive.
You know, you always had the EU, NA, Latin America, APAC. No, now it goes Latin America, NA, APAC, EU, and then it has like the little drop-down bar, UK.
UK, yeah.
That works.
It could also work with everything, because, you know,
different playstyles, different method.
Germany.
You know.
Yep, every sub-region.
Oh.
Well, first blood.
First
so what
blood
this mean?
Wind and Rain.
Wind and Rain win.
And again, they're hunting procs below, and he's getting hunted, but he's always alone when he dies. No one's there to support him.
Yeah, again, they're still being very separated. Ace, however, did manage to find Tyrant, who won his 1 versus 1.
Very big pick down the Ash.
Of course, it's going to be a massive one on to Tyrant, who we know can just pull up that 2K out of nowhere, can completely snowball and spiral out of control. But still, Ace, a minute to go. Already a minute to go, and nothing's really been done so far by Wind and Rain. They have only just started to try and take control of Astronomy, so this is where we could see the Maestro come into big effect. We know those Maestro cameras can get intel. They have a dead player who can constantly feed that info, and it comes down to gunfights. Ghost will start to be pressure, but has that deployable shield. And Nade will also be cooked, but misses it. Ghost barely misses that on the headshot. Another flash grenade will be tossed out, and that will fully blind Ghost. I'm sure he will be screaming for help, but still, he stays alive. Ace will find Vex. Harris with the double. Onto Fums and onto Ace. A 2 versus 3. Ghost still alive. That deployable shield working the magic as Nathan lurking outside off the door. Speeds will finally eliminate the Maestro as it comes into a 1 versus 3. Speeds is going to be right beside the Jaeger as he will win that gunfight. Blackout comes off the diffuser, and that will be a thrown round potentially. Yes, it will be. No, Blackout pulls out of thin air. That was almost certainly a who knows when, but a millisecond to go. Blackout, massive from the Habana.
Very well played from Nathan despite that end result. Unluckily though, Wind and Rain do win the round again. They got the first pick, and it's now 5-4 for Wind and Rain. But what I don't get from Who Knows right now is, you've got Prox, he's getting these big plays, big frags, but you're not supporting him. You're leaving him alone downstairs, and that's happened twice now, and he's died twice.
It's either the strategy that they've went for, where they're sending Prox on a mercy mission. You know, we've seen him just get double kills roaming by himself with the C4s. I think at this stage, we finally see Wind and Rain investing into going for the hunt.
Yes, you do.
We've seen them didn't go for it, ended disastrously. We've seen the double C4 kill come out, that completely shut down the round from there. So they are putting in more commitment, which they may not be ready for. Maybe on this room game, we may see Who Knows support each other, or maybe it's due to the fact that Ace is doing well as a Vigil. You know, it's kind of, if you're going to support one another, it means it's very simple for a clean sweep of an attack because you're very close together. If one roamer's on one side of the map and a roamer is on the other, that means you have to put double resources in and also spreading out your resources to try and clear out both of them.
Or you could just leave one and get the the stronger guy like the Prox as well, and leave the guy later for the flank. But as long as you've got these drones, which Wind and Rain don't seem to really be having, Proxy's getting these big frags because of the lack of information from Wind and Rain. Whereas, on Villa, you can leave 2 people on site ultimately. I mean, it's a very defender-sided map. If you put 3 people where they're pushing, it's very hard for them guys to push. And by the time they're rotated, you can just fall back to site because it's such a a spread out map, a big map, is that you hear them drop or rotate because of how loud it is as well. Like the sound is very echoey and it's not really distinct. So you can tell when they're outside or you can tell when they're below, and you know how far away they are as well.
Another thing looking at it is we will head back to AVG. This has been the only bomb site we have seen Who Knows defend, where it was, again, that double kill from Prox came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
to charm
got on the win.
They're not going to be bringing up that Valkyrie this time, though, because this is where I believe Who Knows have realized, hold on a minute, we can't go for it because they actually hunt us.
But he's still below, alone. And Ace is all the way over by Memo, by Kitchen, you know? Well, and again, look, they're droning him again.
He's still close, you know, they're a wall
Yeah, he's
difference.
getting closer now, but it's still pretty bizarre to see the Legion roam in.
One thing I don't get is it's already just been a minute. There's been no pressure being applied to the two roamers, and yet they're backing away from the area they need to defend. If you think about it, in this particular bomb site, all you need is study, and all you need is control of that L corridor.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Nobody's going to be interested in taking control of the red stairs. Nobody's going to be interested in that.
It's very good to take the other side of the map, knowing you have so much control, and that they're limited to one portion of the map, so it allows you to just be free, allow yourself to just push on one side. You know, open the vault, put a guy on this door. I call it zombie door. I don't know what everyone else calls it.
Zombie door? Why do you call it that?
Because there's a zombie statue right behind Prox.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And it, you know, we've got French players, so it's easier for them.
Ah, yes.
Either way, though, like I said, pushing from the other side is very strong as well, because you can just eliminate a load of the map, and then you just collapse, you know? You put one guy going to office or one guy going main stairs, and there's very little places they can play on site then, because they can't flank up from main stairs or behind, because you're already pushing. As we say that, no Tyrant does get a kill onto Ace, down below, immediately refragged by Nathan onto Dokkaebi. This is going to be a wind and rain round, as we could go.
If the shoe fits, then it should go that outcome, but it is seem a lot more closer than what we've seen in previous rounds. Could this be the curse that finally gets lifted? So we will see those Abandoned charges try and get opened up, but Nathan playing right beside them. That will be an easy pick from him, and that does limit to only one hole from those Abandoned pellets. Nathan again on the prone.
On the prone.
Will Tyrant be ready? He will get tagged up, as Ghost will start to shred in towards Vex. Nathan will find one, but Blackout's there with a free frag. A 2 versus 2, a 1 versus 2 down to Ghost. Has the LMG, he is prying his sights over towards that hole in the wall. Harris will start to rotate in towards that corridor, as he will start to try and wait. Nade gets cooked as well. They know where he is inside the vault, as the nade will get cooked but doesn't land, as the diffuser will be planted by Blackout, and that will be stuck. Ghost will now have to rotate and try and retake the bomb site. Fires off a couple of shots but doesn't find anything. And there we go, Harris with a massive hole in the wall, and Wind and Rain are on the verge of making their first LAN appearance, as they will win round number 10 and set themselves up for match point.
It's strange. You see them make some weird plays, like putting that hit-bar charge on the inside of the wall, but then they also clutch it out, you know? They bring it down to a 2v2 and they win the 2v2.
Harris, big.
Yeah,
big,
he's really
big from
stepping up.
Harris. 12 and 5 for him. And looking at it, Nath and Prox, 13 and 10. And then Ace, Fums, and Ghost, 4, 2, and 3.
Yeah, it's just the Wind and Rain's just fragging out, you know?
You can only carry so hard.
Yeah.
Before the other carries from the other team start stepping up.
Yeah, like everyone's getting the kills on Wind and Rain compared to Who Knows who's not really getting those kills that they need to get. But I also feel like it's still, like I said earlier, a lack of team play now coming from Who Knows, because they're just leaving two people roaming. They might be close, but they're not in like a help's arm, you know, an arm's reach of help with each other.
Yeah. So we move into potentially the final bomb site of this evening, the final bomb site of our regular season before we head into our live finals.
Maybe.
And where will this head? So will it be the First Blood story, or will this finally be a change where the First Blood doesn't matter in these circumstances? As we will see the preparation phase come in from Who Knows. They have brought, again, a similar lineup. Prox is back on the Valkyrie. Is this the thing that they needed to change? And hopefully he can be back on his MPX-wise.
Well, as we can see from Who Knows, No Thumbs is now the Legion, and they're not bringing us smoke. I think this is quite weird as well. because smoke is so good on this map.
Yeah, you think about smoke. Sure, you have the Toxic Babe, which is good on every single bomb site. But there is a lot of CQB aspects. You have the shotgun in that scenario. The SMG can melt anybody also in short distant range. It would make sense for bringing an operator to fill the shoes.
It looks like Prox is getting very aggressive though onto the guy in the 90 window. As it looks like they're going for a change of play right now, as they've got Ace alone on the other side of the map, not really doing anything, and they've brought Prox back onto the site just to see if they'll roam clear still or if they'll just push side directly. But leaving your guys on site on Villa isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially if they're pushing from office, because you've got so much room to play with on the other side of the map. You've got red stairs, you've got, you know, sofa, you've got 90. You could just hold these long angles and not have to worry about getting pushed from behind because you've got cameras, or you just know they're all there because you've got Valcams in office.
So it's quite interesting to see Wind and Rain go for the same push they went for last time. They haven't had any interest in going for a master bed push. They, you know, you try and rotate and you open up in towards Vault. They have just went straight in for the L, which is, you know, the more common strategy, but there is more bottlenecks, I would say, going for this side of things, simply because that Vault is so defendable by so many operators. You know, Maestro, we've seen him playing there before with that LMG, can gun down anybody who tries to push on and through. Another thing as well that has been so dominant, I think, has been speeds in the Dokkan.
Yeah, it's very helping out because he's obviously, like the other round, he's roam clearing and he's got the smoke grenades too, and he's got two very powerful guns. He's got the MK14 and the SMG12, you know, both good at what they do. Like SMG12 is amazing close range, and then MK is great at long range.
Well, not looking too good there as he misses his shots onto Prox, but that doesn't matter as Wind and Rain have already gotten themselves 2 kills for their troubles. Prox dashing around, doesn't know what's the safest position he can sit in, as of course that 90 window will start to be pressured. Tyrant in, that is such a deadly position, but the flank just being left open, Speeds falls to Prox as Tyrant will be starting to look for a kill. This is the worst thing for Prox as he has been pinged by the Jackal. This is complete mayhem as Harris will swing on round, find the head onto Prox. A 2 versus 4. Nathan and Fums, the last 2 remaining. Can Nathan pull up where his team cannot? Fums peeking in, he sees one at the stairs, misses it. No, Vex will find Fums. This is crashing down. Nathan, that will be all she wrote. Wind and Rain punched their way through to Manchester as they join the other 3 teams. Congratulations to Wind and Rain. They take the best of 3 series. Commiserations to who knows who put up one heck of a fight.
Very well played there from Wind and Rain on these attack rounds. You know, very showing that they can attack on Villa, really. Yeah. Taking out the roamers.
That was 4 attacks in a row.
In a row, yep.
Crazy. 2 trophy, 2 AVG.
Pretty insane, honestly. Very impressive for Villa, at least. Either way, though, very well, very good game. A very good series overall, I'd say.
That was, I would say, probably some of the best Siege we've had. Honestly,
yeah, definitely.
It has been one of the most weirdest games that I've ever witnessed, yet one of the best in terms of just great Siege, which is something we may not be accustomed to in this current meta.
Yeah, definitely, especially inside of Prem, where the meta does seem to be a bit different in other leagues, like Challenge League, Pro League, so it's very refreshing, you could say, to see this type of play.
So that means you found your opponent finally. It will be Wind and Rain will join Team Secret. We'll also join Vexed and M&M for our finals in Manchester. So how about we look at everything that occurred inside of our playoff bracket? How does everything shape up going into our LAN finals? Of course, this evening we did have quite a disappointing outcome of affairs where Epsilon have forfeited their match and M&M took the series as a standard default 2-0 win. So that means we have our first semi-final, which is Vexed versus M&M Gaming. Then we look over Wind and Rain, going all the distance against who knows who put up, again, such a fight. They did take the victory 2-1, and they will face Team Secret in that second semi-final. And of course, we will see both of those matches being played out at the live finals, and then we will finally end that evening with our grand final.